Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it's going to be your only warning for the upcoming LR Super Buu that's dropping on the global version of the game. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And of course, we ended up getting the confirmation we are getting the LR Super Buu right before the 8-year anniversary, and we all know not to summon on this unit, but I'm going to talk about the reasons why and give you a fair warning on what this unit really entails. Now, the funny thing about this unit, it is a good unit, and he will probably be a lot better once he has some options that you can run certain teams on, but as of right now, overall, it's not very valuable, right? He's a good, even great unit, but not valuable for where we are now with the options that you currently have. So let me kind of explain a little bit further. Let's go ahead and dive into the details first. When you look at this unit here, actually let's look at the stats really quick. HP 19,375, attack 21,380, and then defense 15,163. So, you know, solid stats for a yellow coin LR. And when you look at the leader skill, they really need to stop with this current key plus 4 150% dual category yellow coin LRs. It seems like we're going to have to suffer this for a little while longer on global, since of course JP just provided another key plus 4 dual 150% yellow coin in the base form Goku. And so global, we're not going to break away from this yellow coin meta anytime soon until we see it from the JP version of the game. Now, Majin Buu Saga heavily events, again, you're not going to run this unit as a leader. So right then and there, the value of this unit has diminished because you're not going to generally use this unit as a leader. Now, the super attack and ultra super attack, again, a very interesting option that they're using for the 18 key super attack, that this is another unit that has the ability to attack all enemies, like the base form Goku, like some other units that have been recently coming out. So I'm not sure if in the future we're going to see more of grouped fights, and where you have to fight multiple characters versus just the World Tournament and current Super Battle Road. So we'll see what happens with future content. But the 12 key super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense. Not very, again, valuable there. Ultra super attack, again, mentioned already, mega colossal damage to enemy to all enemies, and a medium chance of stunning them. That is valuable, right? Super Battle Road, very good there. And another World Tournament unit that you can use if you want to go into that grind. Now, the passive, again, is the interesting part. It makes this unit, again, very good, but not all that valuable. The entrance animation provides you key plus 5 attack and defense 120% for 4 turns from the start of the turn. So given that you only have 4 turns, you're going to expect a build up here, and that's what you're going to see from the rest of the passive. You get a attack and defense 120% right off the bat, plus an additional attack 30% when attacking if HP is 30% or more, and an additional attack if HP is 60% or more, and an additional attack and defense 30% if HP is 90% or more. Great chance of guarding all attacks, so there is some level of of RNG when it comes to his defensive mechanic in that great chance, but great chance being 70%, basically is very similar to like dodge, right? So you either guard this or you get hit and it doesn't guard, and you're going to suffer the wrath. Now, they do have a guaranteed guard-ish ability here, and that's guard all attacks when there's a Majin Buu Saga or Fuse Fighter category enemy. And at this point in time, there's not really like in-game type of enemies like Cell Max, etc. I was thinking like Omega Shenron should technically be like a Fuse Fighter, right? Or is that just power absorbed? Anyway, this is just something that came to my mind just thinking about that. But if you do fight any of those enemies there, you are guaranteed a guard, which again, a very, very strong mechanic. But currently right now not very valuable because we're not really facing those types of enemies at the high end game. Launches attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack when the guard is activated, so that is important as well. and then plus an additional 100% within the character's next attack after receiving attack, and then plus an additional key plus 1 up to 7, and defense 20% up to 140% with each attack received. And this is where that build up is, because you're going to lose that defensive mechanic when you have 4 turns. So as long as you can catch that up, you're going to do just fine. But in the beginning of the fight, right, when you have the entrance animation available for you and everything else that you can build up kind of in between, you're going to be very, very, very powerful. So active skill, very good active skill here. Massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy. Recovers 40% HP and then disables enemy's action for 1 turn. That's really, really strong. However, can be activated when HP is 60% or less, starting from the 5th turn of the battle. So a little bit of a restriction there, but still very OP active skill. Again, very good all the way through. Link skills: Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Majin, Infinite, Regeneration, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Unfortunately, Big Bad Bosses not a part of Super Buu. And then categories: Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, Exploding Rage, Majin Power, Power Absorption, Heavenly Events, Sworn Enemies, and Worldwide Chaos. There you have it. That's the details for this unit here. The big issue, right? The big issue with the Super Buu is that we all know this, right? It doesn't have a 200% leader to run this unit to max out his full-on potential. And even if you run him at 170% lead, he's very, very good. I'm going to continue to say it, very good to great. But in the 200% meta world, he's not on one single team, which is again very strange for why and when it's released. It's a very odd release for this unit. It doesn't really coincide or help really any other unit as well. It's just there. It's a random yellow coin LR. On top of that, let's talk about the leaders that we currently have in the extreme class, and you're really looking at like 3 teams in particular, right? Is probably the best extreme team that you can run is Cooler, with the synergy and everything is very, very good. Then you have the best extreme unit in Piccolo, right? So World Tournament Piccolo is a beast of a unit. And then the current Dokkan Festival exclusive extreme leader in Super 17, where this is a part of the celebration, it just makes 0 sense. And Buu's, you can't run on any of them. So big warning here, right? The value of this, if you want to run on the top end extreme teams, non-existent. So you can run, of course, on the other category teams that you see on here: Majin Buu Saga, it's 170%, Transformation Boost, etc., right? All these you are available to run at 170. Again, very good on those teams, but not maxing out its full potential. So on top of that, you look at the link partners. Of course, I could have put like Kid Buu on this as well, but I'm looking at the top 2 LRs on this with, I believe it's 5 links that it's connected with here, and it's Janemba and Buuhan, right? LR Buuhan. When this rotation can happen on a 200% lead, then I would say this is going to be a very valuable unit. But at this point in time, Janemba being generally a first position unit, right? You're going to be running this in a second position unit here. It becomes a good rotation, but ultimately when Buuhan EZAs and you have this unit here as a first position or second position, I would think that's going to be the meta rotation for whatever this 200% team is actually going to be. But we're going to have to wait on that. Again, that's the strange thing about this unit, is it's out of place. It's out of place, out of time. And so for sure, I think it's going to be somewhat valuable, but as of right now, not so much. So when we dive into the banner in of itself, again, 0 reason why you should summon on this banner. 8-year anniversary is right around the corner. But on top of that, you look at the banner in of itself, not good. You have the 3, featured LRs, which is now the new yellow coin format. You have Buu, and the nice thing is you do also have the Janemba, right? So if you don't have physical Janemba, you have the opportunity to actually summon for both of them, and you kind of just wait until they become a extremely good rotation. Which if LR Janemba EZAs and then the Super Buu stays how they are, it's going to be a very good rotation. but as of right now, generally worthless. So it's actually could run on a good 170 team. Super 17 is the other unit on here. If he got an EZA, that'd be a totally different story, but you know, that didn't happen. MVP 17 got the EZA, so and the rest absolute fodder. So anyway, the banner in of itself, not that great. Just like any other yellow coin LR banner, it's going to be a luxury banner. Only the people that can just waste Dragonstone should summon on this, or really shouldn't even should. I'm not excited to summon on this banner. So if, again, I kind of mentioned this, you know, with Janemba, if they come up with an Explosion of Anger or Transformation Boost team that's a 200%, then this rotation could possibly be the next best rotation, especially on an extreme team. But all in all, my recommendation for this, again, the only warning that you're going to get from me here is do not summon for this unit and buy later when there is a 200% team, or possibly when the EZA Super Buu, or not Super Buu, EZA Buuhan, LR Buuhan, or LR Janemba, and then you might have a incredible rotation. So there you have it, the upcoming LR banner for the global version of the game. You know, precursor to the 8-year anniversary. Just sit tight, collect the Dragonstones, and wait for the 8-year anniversary. Unfortunately, I am going to summon on this banner, but you guys shouldn't, especially if you're low to play or free to play. So anyway, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we will catch you next time. Later.